Hello, I'm Erica. Welcome to my channel, Healing Beyond the Veil. I have a lovely sun that's low today that keeps coming through the window and it's going in my eyes, so I'm trying to move away from it. Okay, but I love you, sun. Thank you. Thank you for the sharing, for liking, subscribing, following, and just the more of you that do, the more that this wonderful messages are out there or just held within you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for this lovely angel message. We have abundance. Abundance of sun today, isn't that nice? Thank you. Okay, this one, all right. This one is like digging deep but being digging deep but being general. It feels like it's two conflicting messages. But this one is when you're struggling and you're feeling lack, or things aren't manifesting quick enough, or you're feeling like things aren't, it feels a bit challenging. Okay, this one is to be general and feel appreciation for the general things. It's like forgetting the big things that you want and the big things that you're trying to manifest in life. We always need a bigger house or a bigger car or more money or a better holiday or some new shoes or something like that. We always need some things because it's a human nature to constantly strive for something more. It's not a bad thing, but it's like not forgetting when they don't come, or when you're struggling to create those material things, you can feel like lack, and it's like, hold on a second, but you have so much. And it's not that we're not grateful for the things that we have, and it's not that we don't appreciate them, but it's like, actually you're holding on to too much of what you don't have because you haven't achieved it yet. You're losing sight of the abundance mindset, of the abundance feeling. And so it's like really being general with this. I have plenty of food in my cupboards. I have loads of spiritual books, and I have got an abundance of universal knowledge. I don't need another one. Yes, I do need another one. You know, the sun is shining today and it's a perfect day to go out for a walk. I'm really grateful that I could get my washing on today because that saves me time later, saves me money on my drying. You know, I feel really grateful for the music that I have playing, for the time that I have to do things that I love to do. That is a really big thing right now. So however long this message is that you're allowing yourself time to connect to the words that are giving in this message, and that is an abundance, isn't it? You're allowing yourself that abundance to receive this information. I have the time to create this video and this message today, and that to me, even though the message is a couple of minutes, for me it takes longer than that. It's like making sure my environment's okay, making sure that I can do more than one message, not just this one. And being able to do that, what this means in my life, to be able to channel this beautiful energy. Yes, I've made sacrifices and my family have made sacrifices, but where I am at the moment means that I can do this. So therefore I have abundance in my soul, more abundance in my soul than I have ever had. Even if there's certain aspects of life that aren't ideal in my way of viewing things, I have an abundance of time that I can do things that bring my soul such joy. And that in itself can let go of, you can have all the material things that you want. You could have all the cars and all the houses and all these wonderful things. There's nothing wrong with that because we'd all like them. But actually, if you were in a place and you had all these material things but you weren't happy, or that in order to pay for those things meant that you had to constantly be working or doing things for other people that actually don't bring you joy, you would swap all those physical things for the time that you could spend on things that bring your heart joy, which is actually what I have right now. I have joy in my heart for just doing what I love. And so my point is, the abundance and that feeling of abundance and that mindset can come from the simplest of things. And it's one of feeling, it's one of emotion. the gratitude that I have for the crystals that I have, the people that I know. And it's, when we think of abundance, it's often, you know, like the food in my belly and like the cupboards, like I just said, or like the houses and the cars. And it's almost like that status of what you have, you must be doing well for yourself. So that's showing others that you are an abundant person, you know. And there's this thing that being spiritual, some people think that it's not about the money things, but then actually being spiritual means that you can create this abundance and you can manifest this abundance. And it always looks, we always think it looks like material wealth, a nice car, a nice dress, nice jewelry, a holiday that we can post on social media. And actually the abundance is so much different than that. And I think you'll agree that it's a state of mind, it's a place in your heart. Yeah, it is literally a state of mind, a place in heart. So when we are thinking of abundance and when we want to generate more of those material things that we kind of enjoy, we all enjoy a fast car, we all enjoy a nice holiday, but they come and they go. This is the thing. You can have that heart center that can stay with you forever. Once you've found that center of peace, even if life throws the curveballs at you and brings you down for like a day, a moment, or a year, you know, and it really puts you in a lower vibrational state, you know that you can get back there. You know that you can reach that happy time. You know that you can feel good again, and you know the tools that you need to take and what you need to do for yourself to get yourself into that heart center space again. That's something that other people can only momentarily take away from you. And it's transferring this into the physical world as well. Like the physical things, the money come and goes. It comes and it goes. The more it comes, the more it goes. It's just the more you have, the more it goes. It's just like goes in and out, in and out, in and out, like oxygen, you know, which we have an abundance of. But we constantly need things. We need to create things. When we have one holiday, that's manifested one holiday. I like that, I'm going to manifest another. So then you know what you need to do in order to manifest another holiday. You know, we always need clothes, we always need shoes, the cars need replacing over time. And it's like, in order to be human, we're having this human experience and we're constantly needing to manifest these physical things that we need. We always need to be providing food for our bellies, so always having a cupboard full of food, and sometimes we have more food than other times. Okay, and it's remembering that just as much as if we are in, like when we have that abundance of love in our hearts, or we have a really good day and we feel that everything in our world is wonderful and perfect, even if nothing else has changed, today I just feel good. Okay, and we can hold on to that. But yesterday I felt really rubbish and I felt really awful. It's just, and it's looking at our physical environments the same way. It's like, okay, today we have a small budget meal instead of a lavish restaurant meal, but I know that that's just the way it goes today, and tomorrow it can be different, next year it can be different. I think it's letting go. I know it's letting go of that attachment to what abundance means, and that when we are abundant, that we are just abundant beings, and it can look different from day in to day out. We can feel different from day in to day out. So it's letting go of the attachment of what abundance is to us, and what abundance should look like, and what abundance looks like to other people, or how we think that we are judged, whether we are saying, you know, other people think that we're abundant, or being afraid of showing that we're abundant in case it's taken away from us. And it's just like, just knowing that the abundance is always there. It just can look different. Okay, it can look different. And the more that you practice this feeling of abundance, a feeling of, I have the time that I have to do the things I love, I'm abundant in, you know, positive energy today, I'm in abundance of love with my family. And the more that you can feel that abundance, that it's non-attached to physical things, And it's okay that if, like yesterday, I didn't have a good day, but today I have a good day. I'm going to milk today. And it's that feeling, it's just always there. That feeling of gratitude. Yeah. And I think the more that I realise that even in the hardest times in life, I've always had my needs met in whatever way that means. And it's looked different. My needs have been different through every stage of my life. And even when I didn't have very much, I actually really didn't need very much. So my needs were still met. So therefore I'm still abundant, even if I don't have very much. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because that, when I look back and I think about the hardest times of my life, I still had the things I needed. Or when I really didn't have anything, that was just such a short window, and eventually I manifested the tools in which I needed to create that gap, to create the more things I needed. That's a bit of a tongue twister, didn't make sense, but I know what I meant. And the more I felt gratitude, I think that when things were really hard and I didn't have very much, and I probably knew that I didn't have very much, I knew I didn't have very much, but I was grateful for when I did receive things, or when I could manifest what I needed, and that I realised that I always had what I needed, that somehow, even though some areas of my life were without, I had an abundance of other things. And with that feeling of gratitude and that feeling of hope and that feeling of like, well, okay, then if I didn't have that, maybe I didn't really need it. Then when I did receive things, oh, the gratitude that I had within my heart and my very being of having something that for so long I didn't ever think that I would ever receive, and now I've received it. That feeling of gratitude is just monumental, and I take that forward. And I guess what I'm saying is, right now it's easy when you're used to receiving things, when you're used to having your needs met, when you're used to manifesting stuff, then you become either complacent. You can become complacent, and you don't really appreciate the things that you have in your life, even though once upon a time you'd have done anything to receive even the smallest part of what you have. And it's like that feeling of just real gratitude, of even if right now perhaps in certain areas I don't have things, I have many things, and for that I am so grateful. There's always space for appreciation, and with appreciation and gratitude comes more abundance. And in fact, when you realize that you are abundant, more abundance will come your way. And there's always that magic from the universe, that they have a way of just landing even more abundance on your lap when you least expect it. Thank you so much. Thank you, angels, and thank you for watching.